My name is Bridget Mugambe and I work with AFSA as a programs coordinator. In 2022, AFSA organized the first convening for agroecological entrepreneurs and territorial markets, mainly to really understand the terrain. Do we have agroecological entrepreneurs? Do we have territorial markets? How are they structured? How are they working? Who are the actors? Can they get to know each other on the continent? So the second convening is building on the outcomes of the first one. One of the main outcomes of the first convening was a project that AFSA is implementing with partners to bring together some agroecological entrepreneurs in a few countries in Africa and also territorial market actors. So this project has been able to explore what's actually happening on the ground. It has been able to do some research, to engage with some policymakers, to advocate for agroecological entrepreneurs and territorial markets. So this convening, one, is going to share some of those experiences, some of those best practices, and also to further reinforce the fact that the actual agroecological entrepreneurs and they are operating and the kind of support they need, the challenges they are facing, the opportunities they are, agroecological entrepreneurs and territorial markets. So the second convening is really going to, be able to share what has been happening in this project and how can we build on that, how can we address those challenges, and also bring other actors on board like researchers, private sector and the like. AFSA has been holding Biennial Food Systems. This is the fifth Food Systems Conferences. This is the fifth. And we've had different themes, but ultimately we want to really define what African food systems are. And this one comes at a very critical time. There's a lot of discussions around food systems. There's a lot of conferences dubbed as food systems, but when you go to some of these conferences, what is being discussed is mainly value chain, a bit of production, post-harvest handling, value addition, take to the market. But for us, we want to, explore food systems in their entirety, The climate discussions, now the climate negotiations, next year they will be addressing a topic on holistic food systems. So we want to use opportunities like the Biennial Food Systems to really define what food systems are for us. So this particular one looks at African food heritage. So beyond producing food, beyond consuming food, beyond taking it to the market, there are issues around heritage, around culture, around tradition, So that this diversity, this holistic nature of food systems is what we intend to showcase in this, fifth Food Systems Conference. The seed celebration, again, it is one of many that organized by AFSA members. We had one in Niger recently. There is one happening in Tanzania. Over there have been a number of them. So this seed festival comes, at a good time, as we have also the Biennial Food Systems Conference, because seed is a starting point for food. So often we advocate for our traditional seeds, for our indigenous seeds, and the question is, where are they? Who has them? Do they actually exist, So this will be also an opportunity to mainly show what seeds exist, what are the traditional seeds, the different varieties. It's also an opportunity for food producers to exchange seed, for people who want to do farming to buy seeds. So it's a great opportunity to really showcase that these seeds exist and we are not just speaking about them. Yeah. The three events all contribute to AFSA's vision, transition to agroecology. They contribute to our agenda in food systems because they are all parts and parcels of, African food systems. The issues around seed, around, food and its heritage, around entrepreneurship, they all contribute to our food system. They all ultimately contribute to food sovereignty. So from these three, we see one, stronger messages coming out in terms of what we want for an African food system, stronger definitions for African food systems, We hope for more policy support from our governments because we'll have some policy actors there. We hope for more collaborations with researchers, academia, to shift the focus from the mainstream industrial agricultural food system to also move towards, traditional and indigenous food systems. So those are some of the key outcomes, but of course to strengthen the African food sovereignty movement, because we'll have a number of actors. It's an opportunity for us to come together to share experiences, strategies, and strengthen the food sovereignty movement in the overall. One thing that the public, other stakeholders can do, you can participate in the food systems. You can spread the message in different media, the support to traditional and indigenous food systems. You can share materials that you have, in terms of videos, in terms of literature, on how you define food systems from an African perspective. We have a number of campaigns that also, building on this, like My Food is African, Seed is Power campaign. Stakeholders can participate in some of these, either online or sharing their own materials and their own views. Yeah.